Hey, we're live. It's worked. It's fantastic seeing people here already. I will again, I hope you don't mind. I'm going to talk for just a few minutes, just allows more people to join. No one comes on time. You're very good, you four. Thank you for joining me. This week, I thought I'd bring along a beautiful fold. It's from Akira Yokishawa. Yoshizawa, I hope I pronounced that correctly, who's a very famous origamist and did an incredible number of folds. I was very interested to learn, obviously from Japan. I was interested to read that when he was younger, he in some way ended up in hospital or near a hospital and was apparently making origami to give to patients. He then became ill himself and got better. And he lived to the age of 94, which is pretty good going. So this butterfly is a really beautiful fold. It's quite a simple one. And I thought actually today I would encourage you to maybe, if you've got any pens, even a pencil, but if you have any colours, I'd go and grab some pens. I'll again show you with A4 paper. If you're elsewhere in the world, letter will work perfectly just as well. And I think it's really nice to do a really big butterfly. But I've really enjoyed it. I've enjoyed encouraging the hospital people to kind of doodle on paper because you're really free to do that. And then as you fold it, it changes and it always seems to produce interesting new patterns and it somehow comes together. So there's always an element of surprise. So that transformation, obviously you can do it plain, but I thought it's kind of an interesting twist because it makes our butterflies really unique that way. And maybe for those of you who don't normally draw or doodle, maybe it'll encourage you to do some of that as well. So yeah, so I'm Lizzie. I normally work in hospital, but I'm working from home, and this is a way of me encouraging colleagues, also everybody. We're all in lockdown, and so encourage people to keep safe. And it's really hard to do. We can't go near each other. So I hope doing some origami is a really nice way of allowing us some time together. And I think actually it's quite physical. We're touching paper together at once. So I hope you'll feel sort of connected from doing that. And I found it just a great way of really focusing your mind. And when you're doing something, you forget about everything else. And there's always that sense of discovery and beauty with origami. I still feel very much that I am learning. I actually do lots of my own artwork, writing, all sorts of things, which I always make up. It's always new and different. With origami, I'm still learning. So this is very much me learning from others. And it's a beautiful culture where people have learned and have passed it on. And what a lovely thing to do. So I'm going to stop wittering soon and grab some paper. So if you grab some paper too, if you have any felt tip pens or any pens at all, I'd recommend that. You don't have to, but it's quite fun because it makes your butterfly very unique. So again, I'll show you how to fold your square first of all. We'll make some marks and then we'll fold it. And I think hopefully it's really nice that we can be here together. Feel free to send any messages and live chat if there's anything I need to explain more or you want to comment. It always makes it feel a little bit more lively because then I know you're there. I know you're there anyway. I'm going to move it round. There we go. And I'm going to grab my board. It's always good to have a surface that's comfortable. That's always a good idea. So I'm going to grab my board and I'm going to pop the camera down. It's actually my laptop, but it seems to be working fairly well. Got quite nice lighting here, hopefully. So I'm going to direct it down onto the board. Grab yourself a piece of paper. Now for the butterfly, because I rather enjoy the doodling, I find it really nice to actually do a really big bold butterfly. So again, just take whichever corner, bring it up in a straight line. And I think I'm encouraging you to go slowly. Enjoy going slowly. We all try to whiz along, get things done, but actually take your time. You'll enjoy it. It'll be more relaxing that way. So getting all nice and lined up, nice and exact through that corner. Good strong fold. The secret to good origami is doing good strong folds. So all we're doing, I can see someone else has joined us, is first of all to make a square. So we're then going to remove this rectangle. So to do that, I like to turn it over and bring it back so it's all lined up. Again, take your time in a moment. Get out those felt tips. whatever you've got. Probably not paint because it won't dry, will it? But, wait, more people have arrived. So for the person who's arrived, all we're doing is making a square. So simply taking a piece of paper, folding it over in a straight line so it lines up, and then we get rid of that strip at the side. So here we go. So since I've done a nice strong fold, I should be able to tear it. I try to go for the simple so that it builds up your confidence that you don't need special things. There we go. Brilliant. Okay. So this will be, this will be the side with the pattern. So I would recommend, hello Amy, good afternoon indeed. Good afternoon, everybody. Yes, we're here together. It'd be nice to see each other, wouldn't it? But in this way, it's quite good quality. So hopefully I'm going to grab, I'll do it fairly pale so that you can then see things. So I recommend you could either write words on your paper. I've worked with colleagues and they've written things about hope or words that they want to feel, or it could just be marks and patterns. I just enjoy making little swirls, but there's really no right or wrong, so just see what happens. But it is quite fun adding the patterns because I think the element of change is a nice one. So metamorphosis, it's a relatively simple fold but a really good one. Hopefully I will, so those of you who've arrived, all we've done is make a square, and on the outside of our square we're just adding some marks just so it will transform and become butterfly. Good afternoon, Stephen. Hello from Heckington. Oh, I don't know where Heckington is. I'll have to look it up on the map. But good afternoon. This is good afternoon from Oxford, which is where I live. And it's just about to rain, I think. I'm quite glad to be inside. Good for the plants, which I suppose in turn will be good for the butterflies. So I hope you're also having a little bit of a doodle, just adding a few marks. Might as well make your piece of paper really unique. Hello, Rich. I've got my board. I'm getting ready to fold. Excellent. To fold slowly, exactly. Yeah. Well, there's the kind of the movement of slow food. Maybe we could do slow origami. Why not? It does calm you when you do things slowly. There's such a feeling that you need to whiz things through, but this is purely for relaxation, really. Oh, you're also in Oxford, are you really? Wow. Gosh. Oh. Well, hello nearby neighbour, maybe. Who knows? That's lovely. Excellent. So I hope if you feel like it, Counterthorpe. What is that? Oh, I'm going to have to look up some maps. Nice to feel we're reflecting a good wide range. Right, so all I've done is make a square. We might as well get on with the folding. Looking forward to the library session again. Yeah, that would be good. Oh, yeah, library. I see. Yeah. So we had a origami session in the library here, and actually I've still got a display of my origami there. It was packed. We had about 70 people all making origami, all different ages. It was such a joy, and it's so strange to think of that now because being in an enclosed space together is a really bad idea. So let's hope for our Oxford vaccine, hey, and then we can have these wonderful things again. So we've done one fold there, and we can do another fold this way. If anything, though, you know what? You can all see the paper a lot better than a big group and me trying to circulate. So I'm going to simply do the other diagonal line. So we've done both. Hope I'm doing this the right way. Got distracted with thinking of locations and library sessions. There we go. So our next step is to do a horizontal line and a vertical line. So I guess is this the water bomb base? I'm afraid I forget the names. So we've done the diagonals next this way, and it's almost the folds are going that way and now they're going to go the opposite way, and it will help fold it up. So it's gone that way, but now I'm going to go that way. Can you see I brought it the other direction? So you're folding with the pattern on the inside now. Again, do shout if I'm going too fast. So we're trying to do it nice and slowly. There aren't that many folds actually for this one. And then horizontal here. Brilliant. There we go. So next step is to put your finger underneath the middle, and you should be able to push it up and it pops. Did you see? It's very satisfying. It's always one direction. Pop. There we go. So you should be able to just push it together to form a triangle. Are you all up with this step? So our next step is to take a corner and bring it up to the top. We're just going to do it on this side, so don't get carried away and do the other side. Most things it's the same on all the sides, but with this, with animals, it's often a little less of that pattern based and a little bit more simply symmetry. There we go. And again, take that corner and bring it up like so. It's already looking a bit butterfly-ish, isn't it? You can see. Like so. Oh yeah, I'm really glad we had those library sessions. They were so lovely. And actually, amazingly, I've got another, very exciting, another, I will show you, very cool picture. Sorry, distractions here. But look at this. What do you think? Oh, see my cushion. Quick distraction. Yeah, this beautiful, beautiful design from an amazing designer. Another project with the lottery, and so we're going to be offering sessions for groups, and also I'm going to be doing street parties, and we're going to create at least 10,000 leaflets which are going to share, I love it, I heart it, yes, that are going to be given to patients and staff in hospitals to encourage well-being. And I was just walking along and I was thinking about gloves and covering and how that stops us feeling so close to each other, but actually it is out of care, it is out of love. So I suddenly saw the loving glove, so it's made with glove. I was really thrilled with the picture there. Sorry for the distraction. Anyway, so more sessions will happen again. If any of you are involved in any groups, then you are welcome to get in touch, because it's possible that I could offer a group. We're just doing one-off sessions. Oh, thank you, Amy. Excellent. So next, what are we going to do? I feel quite distracted today, but in a very good way. Right. Sorry. What we're going to do next is have it facing that way. So I'm trying to make things the opposite way around for myself. And you're going to fold. I'm trying to think how to explain it well. Okay, maybe bring it on this smooth side. Take this, just this layer. For some reason, words are losing me today. I'm going to bring it up. So take that bottom, fold it up, and what you're aiming for is for this to stick up beyond the line at the back. Sorry, going from one side to another. So this should stick up because this is going to be a little bit of a head. Do you get what I mean? Now it feels a little bit uncomfortable. You can see the paper's going all sorts of weird ways because I'm sort of pulling it up, but that's okay. You can then sort of shape the sides. I think it looks a little bit kimono-ish. Yeah, can you see? It's already becoming sort of more structural. So it gives it this really nice pattern at the side. So you're probably having to hold it all together at the moment. That's fine. While you play around at the sides, it sort of separates. There we go. But I don't know if there's an equivalent made with glove. Love. What we could do for masks. I don't know. Have you seen quite a few? There's been quite a few origami masks around actually that I've seen have been shared, which is very cool. So hopefully it should look like that. Is yours working in this way? I hope so. Sorry, I think I've been talking more rather than thinking about the origami today. So this head little bit, if you fold back, I'm going to see it from this side. If you fold over all the way, it's kind of holding all the bits together. And then if you then fold it back up about halfway there, and again it will stick up just a little way like that. It is working. Looks a wee bit crushed. Yeah, well, it's a little bit awkward. You can feel this tension, but actually it will give it a bit of a curve, so it's fine. That's it. We're actually not too far off, believe it or not. Well, you can see it's already looking like a butterfly, can't you? So our next step is this smoother side. That doesn't look quite in the middle. It's me talking. Right, that's good. It's also all about talking and being together, I think. This smooth side, if you fold in half, and you might have to play again a bit with the head to be able to fold it in half. So it should look like that. Maybe bring this up a bit. And so our final step, we're almost there. Sorry, it's a really quick one, isn't it? Maybe that's why I encourage a bit of doodling first of all, is you can fold from just above the head there down to this point in a straight line. It should be sort of there. It's a sort of an angle, and it's because it will give it the body. So just roughly, but it gives it the shape. There's a life to it, this butterfly. So it feels like it's beginning to flap. So there, and then match it with the other side. And hopefully, although it felt a bit weird and a bit tense maybe with the folding, that's exactly what gives it a nice shape. So hopefully it's worked like that. So yeah, you'll flap away. And you see? And actually, I don't think David's here today, but he was explaining about how you can tuck in a wire in there as you're folding, and then you could put it in your bouquet of flowers or put it somewhere to surprise someone. Yeah, it's worked. Excellent, Gary. I'm really glad. It's a nice one, isn't it? I mean, it's nicely recognisable as a butterfly. I quite like the underneath of them. But yeah, I do recommend the writing things, doodling, and then folding the butterfly. I think that makes it rather lovely. So if you've got any requests for other weeks, I'm still ticking through. I'm a bit lucky. I'm still ticking through my favourites. At some point, I'm going to have to start to learn some new things, aren't I? And it's this difficult balance of, because I start doing more things for myself, but they're a little bit too complex, really. And I'm keen to encourage people and make it quite doable as a session. It's come together. Excellent, Amy. If you are able to take any photos, if any of you are either on Twitter, my Twitter is flying. It is flying. Is at Dr. Lizzie Burns, or on Facebook, Join the Fold, Origami to Beat Boredom. If you're willing to take a photograph of your butterfly and share it, it'd be really nice to see what you've done. Yeah, and hopefully it's a really nice one, isn't it? Little bit of transformation. It worked well. Well done, Stephen. I'm sure you know this very well. It's very kind of you coming along. And Penny, I feel like you're such a kind community. I really appreciate it. I hope it's just nice that we are doing things together. And I think actually the beautiful thing about origami, from what I can see in the community, is that there's clearly some absolutely astonishing work, amazing minds who've come up with so many beautiful folds. And yet, in a weird way, you could do super complex, and that is incredible. But actually, the simple is also really powerful. So it's not one thing or another. One thing is based on another, and it all has value. So I really like that. So enjoy, keep it up. There's also the British Origami Society. It's a wonderful place and resource. There's loads of origami videos online, and I'll keep bringing you a fold along every week. So do join and spread the word and encourage others as well. Excellent. Yeah, simple origami is nice, isn't it? It's what you can do with the simple. I think it's almost a little bit like an art movement, that you can do almost trying to get very realistic, but sometimes the suggestion is a beautiful thing. It's almost a little bit like what you could do with a few brush strokes. Minimalism. Anyway, nice to see you too, Rich, and hello in Oxford. So I'll see you next week. I hope we're halfway through the week. We're getting there, wherever that place is. but if you're keeping yourself busy and happy with origami, it'll be a good place. So keep up the origami and feel free to share any folds that you're doing as well. And I look forward to seeing you another time. Take care, keep well, keep up being safe, and see you next time. Thank you, Amy. Enjoy these butterflies. Maybe you could also do nice hanging of them, put them around the place, give yourself a little bit of cheer. Bye bye.